All right. Ruben Amorim has come out and really spoken to us for the very first time as to why he really got rid of a player known as Onana. And in that aspect, he has also told us as to why Lammens was one that was chosen to come in through at the club of Manchester United to do the needful and really put in a very huge shift at the club of Manchester United. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rokan David is my name, and I'm the man in front of the microphone to obviously bring you these stories of Manchester United, because we all needed to hear this from our manager, and finally the manager has gone ahead to obviously coming through and really given us his thoughts as to why these are not even thoughts, they are facts that he has gone ahead obviously give us. And on Lammens, this is what he really had to say about him. I'm pleased. He's a good goalkeeper with a lot of potential. I know that we are in the moment that the goalkeeper needs to be really strong and have a lot of experience, but we are also in the moment that we have to look at the present, right? But also with focus on the future. So it's a little bit both. A guy with a great potential that is one more option to play, and we will be ready. Now, the manager is telling us that we obviously signed a goalkeeper for now and for the future. And it's one of those moments that I believe we should obviously come in through and say, all right, he's for now and the future, but would the fans of Manchester United really go ahead and really give him time? That is the most important bit of it all, you understand. Will he be given the patience by the fans? Because managers will come out and speak, but they contribute leastly to what the fans' perception is all about a player. The lad is good. No one doubts him, because I don't think that a club like Manchester United can go ahead and really scout a player that is really good, that is really bad. Most of the players that Manchester United has gone ahead to scout and bring in through and sign are good. But when they come to Manchester United, we don't know what exactly eats them up at the club of Manchester United, and they turn out to be really bad. You understand? They are players that you have to look at and appreciate when they're really coming in through. But when they are here at the club of Manchester United for some time, they really end up being bad. That's why United had taken long without making profit when it comes to selling on players. And I think the latest profit has gone ahead to come in through from Alejandro Garnacho, and that is an academy player. Most of the players that United has gone ahead to make profits from are really academy players. Anthony Elanga, Garnacho, this other player that we really sold to Villarreal, the defender. He went for 10 million euros. Carreras, who is at Real Madrid right now, United might get like 20 million euros from his sale. Those are players that we've gone ahead to make profits from. But to make profit from a player that we've gone ahead to buy, I think that last happened when we sold Cristiano Ronaldo. That is it. I don't remember a player that we sold and really made a profit. You understand? So that is Manchester United for you. And we pray to it that doesn't eat up Lammens, who is a very good player with huge potential, but coming in a club that is really having problems, big problems into the goalkeeping. Now, the manager was asked on if he considered keeping Onana. He said it could be, but I think as a club, we understood it needed a change. Sometimes it's hard to point why the performance, the moment, the bad luck in some moments was hard on him. Then he said, our thinking was to have a change with the goalkeepers, but I wish the best with Onana. He was really good at working and helping the players. But sometimes you need to change the environment. So, I think I said that. And he said also that Onana did have a very good season in Inter Milan. The quality is there, but in the club sometimes things is getting harder and harder. But in this club, the pressure is so hard in every detail. Sometimes you need a change. I believe in until he's ready to play. So the manager has obviously gone ahead to speak out what I really said, that at a club like Manchester United, things might obviously fail out for Andre Onana. And we all have to come out and really admit that for Andre Onana, things never worked out well at the club of Manchester United. And it's the reason as to why a lot of things really never went on well for him as a player. And he really kept on pushing. But every other season, mistakes were as mistakes. And even when he was given a game against Grimsby, I think for that first goal, he was for the second goal, I think he was all to blame. You understand? As a goalkeeper. So, I think it was time for Andre Onana to leave, though I still tell you he was not the main problem at the club of Manchester United, because if we went ahead to concede 9 goals, and all those 9 goals were his orchestration, he really went ahead to make mistakes that really led to that. You understand? How many goals did Man United concede? So, there are other players that are really answerable that the club has failed to move on. You understand? And not until we clear them out, I don't think that we will stabilize and obviously see our team perform to full wavelength as anticipated. So, Andre Onana is in Trabzonspor. We are playing Man City over the weekend. And don't be shocked when you see another mistake made by the goalkeeper. Even if Lammens coming through, I don't think that the club of Man United has obviously reached a level of not really conceding from many mistakes. All what we have to do is to keep Ruben Amorim here. As I've already told you, Man United has to keep this manager here for 5 seasons. That is it. That's when we can obviously change the narrative, get rid of all the players that we think are known modern players, and see to it that we really put in a new culture and really paint it very, very well. So that's it, and that's exactly what you're really having in here onto the United Matters channel. Amorim on why he chose Lammens over Andre Onana. I think his reasons are really valid, and sometimes you need to try out to do something that was done way back and really worked out. When we brought in an experienced player in Onana, it never worked. It was like Edwin van der Sar leaving. You bring in a David De Gea. He really had 1.5, I think, terrible seasons. But ever since then, he turned out to be one of the best shot stoppers in the world. And I think after getting in Andre Onana, who is experienced and he fails, go ahead and bring in the next big talent. Like we went ahead and brought in David De Gea, in 2011 at the club of Manchester United. And he was the next big thing in the goalkeeping in the goalkeeping department in the world, and obviously he turned out to be. Now we've brought in Lammens. We are waiting to see how Lammens really operates and really puts in a very huge shift altogether. So Lammens, for me, you'll have my full support, and I just pray to it that you don't really fall a victim of what Andre Onana went ahead to obviously face. So thank you very much for watching through. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below. Do you think the manager really has valid reasons for choosing Lammens over Andre Onana? Into the comment section is where I want us to obviously go ahead and really hear from one another and see whether we obviously share the same ideas about this game of football that most of you are really hugely waiting for over the weekend. And more, he has obviously gone ahead to talk about Man City. I'll be bringing you that also here onto the United Matters channel. So guys, it's been nice having you here, and 10-minute video it is. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 22,000 subscribers onto this beautiful YouTube channel, and don't look any further apart from the United Matters channel, because we delay sometimes to bring you content, but when it comes in through, it comes in through with quality and a lot of information. Am I lying? You can go into the comment section and really prove me wrong, guys. So I sign out. See you later. Obviously, I'm going to be streaming live in the next 1 or 2 hours, so please Charge your phones. We are returning back with a live stream. Bye.